Hello party people and people who do not party. This is Addison from Pearland Coffee Roasters. Bryce, I swear if you don't turn... This is Addison, Pearland Coffee Roasters. Today, I'm going to show you how to make a pour over with a Kalita. First step, you're gonna want some sort of container. This is gonna make a couple cups. This specific recipe is, so if you get something like this is really nice. It's insulated, it'll keep your coffee nice and warm for a while. You know, it's not, you can share with a friend. Sharing is caring. So first off, we're gonna pop a filter in this bad boy. I have some water set aside here. If you're really looking to get the most out of your coffee, just let it sit a little bit. If you have a thermometer, what we use in the shop is about 205 degrees. So I'm just gonna start by pre-wetting the filter. Just doing a little bit of water around like this, like so. All right. Sometimes if you don't wet the filter, your pour over will just taste a little papery because the filter is paper. For this recipe, we're going to be using a 1:15 ratio. There's a few different ratios you can use for brewing coffee. This is the one I like. This is the one we use in the shop. We'll probably talk a little more about that in another video, but for right now, we're sticking with a 1:15 ratio. I'm going to start out with 32 grams of coffee. By the way, today I'm using our Costa Rica Hacienda Sonora. This is a delicious full-bodied coffee. It's got those rich chocolatey notes, sweet, a little bit of honeydew melon, just really, really nice on the tongue. You'll be really happy with it if you brew it in a Kalita. We got our coffee ground, and we're looking for a grind that looks pretty similar to like a coarse sea salt. You got some of those more thicker particles, some of the smaller particles. You'll sort of see how you grind it as you pour. If it goes too fast, you know, it's probably a little too coarse. If it goes too slow, it's a little too fine. So you're just gonna have to see what works out for the setup you have at home. All right, let's get started pouring. So I'm gonna start off by tarring the scale. Again, there's 32 grams of coffee, so we are going to double that in the weight of water. And we're just gonna go slowly, a nice circle. We don't wanna go out towards the edges. We don't wanna go out towards the edges, otherwise some water might, you know, seep in. Then you have a little bit watery coffee, and if you're doing this in the morning, you know, watered down coffee that'll just make you more grumpy. So we're gonna let this sit for about 30 seconds. You wanna keep your eye on it. This is just letting it bloom, letting some of the gases from the roasting process escape, so you get the best tasting possible coffee. All right, and we're ready to keep pouring. So we're just gonna have a nice steady pour, circles, clockwise, all the way around. We're pouring nice and slow, but not too slow. We're moving in circles, nice and slow, but not too slow. And we're only gonna pour to about 180 grams. Alrighty. Alright, so once we hit 180, we're just gonna let that sit for 10 seconds and then go at it again. The goal here with the circles and the pour, you don't want to change the speed of your pour at any time. You want to make sure you're hitting the bed completely even. A lot of times what happens is if you're not pouring evenly, if you're not doing the circles evenly, then you wind up getting different extractions on different parts of the coffee bed. So we just poured to 280. We're just pouring really in increments of 100. So I went from 180 to 280, and then I'm just gonna wait another 10 seconds. All right, as we're finishing the pour here, you want to make sure that once all the coffee drains off the bed, that the grounds are completely flat. Just remember, a flat bed is a happy bed. All right, there you have it. Make sure if you're just sipping on this, we're just going to stir it up, because what happens is at different points of the extraction, it sort of layers in the carafe. So you just want to mix everything up to make sure every cup you pour is going to taste the same. If you want to make a Kalita pour over at home, you can grab some of our coffee from PearlandCoffeeRoasters.com, or you can come visit us in Pearland, Texas. See you next time.
Great. Anything else you want to do?